Hey guys, how's it going? I'm going to make this beginning short and sweet. Basically, just to sum everything up, we were working on the 140H3 in the last video, redoing the rings, also honing out the motor. And I guess that is it for this intro, so let's get into the video. Feels like it's loose. There we go. You see? Yep. You guys ready? Here we go. Oh, oops. This one has to come out too in order to get that off. Now ready. Okay, it doesn't look too bad. There. Yeah, see? Oh shit, there's still oil in it. Oh well, I forgot about that. Pull it down fast. Oh fuck. We didn't save all of it. But yeah, I'm pretty certain that the rings are... We'll put our second ring in and... I'm going to go off and say that more than likely the next video is going to continue where this video left off. There's not going to be a whole much.
So I just got to be careful not to get in the print shaft, I guess.
Bottom compression ring, however, I can say. Big. Hold on a minute. Of course my screwdriver's not there. There we go. Bastard out of here now. We're not doing that. Definitely not letting this go back in. What the hell is that? Got my Allen keys. Let's take a look at this. I don't remember if this leaked or not. I don't think it did. I think while I'm in here I'm going to end up painting that starter too. I thought about painting the entire block, but I don't think I'm going to. How bad do y'all think this is under here? I don't know if the gaskets ever let go or started leaking. I don't think I've ever seen anything leaking around it, but it never hurts to take it off and just see how it looks, you know? Let's take a look. That came off easy. Here's my washer. There it is. Didn't want to come off for a second. That doesn't look bad under there at all. It actually looks pretty good. Kinda feel a little bit guilty for taking that off. It looks alright. It doesn't look bad. Can definitely say I've seen worse. Yeah, look at that. That looks alright. Let me take this up front, clean it up. We'll scratch on that a little bit. We'll see if we can get anything to come off of it. I don't know if anything's gonna come off of it or not if we get at it and scratch at it. Where's my... Where is my wool? Trying to find my steel wool pad, if it's around here. I think it's called emery. I'm not sure what they call it. Here it is. I found it. I found it. Get this cleaned up. I might end up sanding on it. What do you guys think? I'm leaving it up to you. Do you guys like these videos where I just make it one whole video on the entire project, or do you like seeing multiple videos on one? I like doing multiple videos, that way the video's not as long and I can put more in the video than if I was to do a long one, because if I did a long one, I'd have to cut some stuff out to make it shorter. Or do you guys just like long videos in general? Let me know. Let me know what you guys think about that. And if a majority says make the videos longer or just stick with what I usually do, then I'll do that. And Michael, don't bother answering that. Your comment will be ignored. Mike Starcher is who I'm talking about. He sits here and complains about me making a whole bunch of videos on one thing. I like doing it that way, but we'll see. I'll leave it up to you guys. I need to quit talking and do this. I'm looking. There we go. That's an electrical tape roll. Here we go. Here's what I want. I wanted something I could grab and set this aside. That's definitely not at all doing what I wanted it to. It's doing it okay, but just not what I wanted. Hopefully this little weapon will help us. Maybe. I did it. That other really just wasn't cleaning it up like I wanted it to. I didn't want to use the wire wheel because I didn't want to get stuff in there, but I guess we didn't really have a choice. Went up front and cleaned that with the wire wheel. I'd say it turned out pretty nice. So now I guess what we need to do is we need to wait until we get our gaskets, and after we get our gaskets we can put this thing back together, I think we're pretty much to the point where we have to stop. I could take that starter off there and clean it up real good and paint it up real nice. Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably might. We'll see. Decide whether I want to paint it black or I want to paint it silver. Because the newer ones are all painted silver. I don't know. The green just stands out too much and it looks kind of ugly, if you ask me. I might paint it silver, or I might paint it black, or I might just leave it alone. I might leave it alone for right now. I guess we'll see. I am really thinking about pulling all these tins and painting them. Might not. Another thing I like about doing the long videos over the short videos is with the long videos, if you have to wait on a part, or the short videos, if you have to wait on a part, you can just stop where you're at, get that uploaded. That way everybody doesn't have to wait on it. And if you're not quite caught up on videos and need a video real fast, you can do that. But if you do the long video, like what I'm going to do here, you guys aren't going to see this until I have all my gaskets and everything's all put together. So that's the only thing I don't like about doing these type of videos, but let me know what y'all think. We'll go off what everybody says. Maybe if I flip it the other way, I'll have better luck. Where's my Allen key? There we go. Put that in there. It's other friends. This around. There we go. Nice. Let's see here. What do we want to do now? Getting back into this 140 engine. I got my gaskets today. I pulled the balance gears out of it. They were wore out. This one right here is one of them that came out. You can see that's what the balance gear looks like for those of y'all wondering. The other one's over on the shelf. We had a casualty with that one. It kind of fell apart trying to get it out, so oh well. I didn't care. They weren't going back in anyway. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go on ahead and we're going to dive into this thing. We're going to change the rear seal, put the seal in it. Then after we do the seal, we're going to put the valve assembly back together, so on and so forth. I don't really need to explain it at all, I don't think. I need to grab my gaskets. They're over here. I guess while I'm doing that, I should take this back over there. Thinking about it. It was a little bit of a pain to get them out of there. I really didn't want to pull the crank because I had just put everything back together. I did get them out though without pulling that crank. Oh, it comes with the seals. Awesome. Oh, it doesn't come with a filter for the breather, but that's fine. Looks like it comes with an exhaust gasket too. For if you have an exhaust on there that needs a gasket, bolts into the bolt holes. I don't have one. There's the head gasket. I had a gasket that looked like that once before. That's a different type of head gasket than what I'm used to. I'm not really sure what it is. I don't really like that type of head gasket, but we're gonna roll with it. That's it right there. You can see it's not a shiny one like this one. I'm not sure what exactly it is. It's a metal one. This is kinda, I think I have one of these on the 73, that exact same material. I don't know what it is, but it's been doing pretty well. That's one of the O-rings. I think that's the front O-ring. And I think this one is the rear O-ring. You can see that's not metal. That one we pulled out was metal. It's got a little metal ring in it, but that's it. This over here so that we can set this here where you guys can see as I go through it, through my Christmas present. That's crazy to believe. Next month is November. That marks a year since the chaos that happened last November. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about when I say chaos. I'll give you a hint. Our country went to hell. There's the seal. Here's the gasket for the breather. Camshaft gear. I don't know if I'm going to replace that gasket or not. I probably should. But I might just roll with the one it has for now. Actually, so let's pop this. Make sure that this goes over that. We should put a little bit of oil on this. Just to make it, what all do you guys see? Oh, you see what I'm looking at. Put a little bit of oil in here just to help it get around where I want it. I know somebody's going to complain about me oiling it. Let's see. There we go. I've been oiling that piston and the bore just to keep it lubricated, and I've also been oiling the valves and oiling the cam and the crank, the piston rod. to keep that lubricated. That way it doesn't dry up. This side is the side that faces out, if I'm correct. This isn't round. It might work. Be careful while we... Is it going even? How the hell? Oh. Yeah, it did go uneven. Ooh. Get it on there. Where's my hammer? What the hell? Somebody out there needs to encourage me or remind me. Maybe I can remind myself while I'm editing this. I need to make some kind of tool for doing that. Well, I can't get that out. Remind me to make some kind of tool to do this with. I see my hammer. Does that need to go? I need to hit it a little more. We had it going in straight, and then it turned. Yet again, I don't have the proper tools. But, oh well. I just about wouldn't be surprised if when we get this back together it leaks. At all. How far in does that need to go, or is that in far enough? I want to say that's probably just about in far enough where it needs to be for it to work. We'll go in. Right about there. It's in level with that. That looks fine. So I would just about dare to say everything looks fine. Just not gonna get it to be where I want. Let's see. This is going to be a long video, and I do apologize about that, and especially to those of you who don't like me. Well, actually, if you don't like me, you wouldn't be watching the video, so... Where? There's... Let's see. I should take that out of there, but I'm not going to. Need my Allen wrenches again. I think they are in this drawer. I need to find my giant bin of Allen wrenches. I don't know where it went. These are the size, right? No. What size are they? They are this one. I think this is the one that, yes, that was the one that I used earlier. Cool. Of course. There goes that, and there goes the screw. Never mind, the screw's right there. Let's try this again. Maybe this time it will work. Let's see. There we go. Next. That's tight. More than likely, we're not going to get this running today. It's probably going to end up being tomorrow. More than likely. I do want to try to get it running this week. I don't have any major events coming up for it like I did the 312, but I'm sure I can rig something up for it to do. I just want to get this thing done because I've had it now for this long and I haven't been able to do nothing with it. Nothing up here on the front. This side needs the most. What all do you guys see? Oh, you guys see everything. Cool. Take this off and put the proper gasket on there instead of a tire tube. I might just keep that though. Save that gasket for something else. For what? I don't know. It doesn't even let me hang it up, so I'm just not going to look at it. I have been getting a whole bunch of robocalls lately. I'm getting incredibly sick of it. And they finally decided to hang up. Good. I wanted to try to put that together in one piece. I guess that's not going to happen. This is the top right here, and this is the bottom. The bottom has a hole drilled in it. That's where your oil drains out when it comes up into your valve assembly. Followed by your reed valve, which is this right here. Come on, go in there. There you go. That goes in. It doesn't matter which way that goes in. Followed by, take this apart, whatever. Followed by this right here, and then the filter, and also your little spacer that goes in there, as you can see. And you do want to try to get everything in there square, like that. See? It doesn't matter which way this goes in as far as I'm aware. And then this gasket right here goes right here. See? This right here is something, this is the spacer that goes inside of there. I just reused the one that I had, so I didn't end up using that. Don't over tighten this. If you over tighten it, you will know. So just a heads up, because you'll have oil leaking out the bottom and you'll need a new valve cover. So you just want it to be on there snug. That's all you want. You want it to be on there snug. And once it's snug, it's happy. And you're happy. Find my other way. There we go. Gaskets look in line, everything looks good. Go right to there. There, that's tight enough. Bent. Cool. Awesome. So after, now that we have that assembly on, we can put our throttle assembly on. This is my favorite part right here, is getting everything put back on. Where did it go? Oh man, I got lucky. This almost fell off my desk. This piece right here. Well, I might be wrong. What time is it? It is 5:30. We might be able to get this thing back together. We might not be able to get this thing back together. We will see. This is a different setup compared to the 300 series and 200 series and so on. The 100 series, the 110, 112, 120, 140, 110 depending on 8 horse or 10 horse, have this style of throttle set up, for those of you wondering. And then that is followed by where, oh, where did my go? I'm pretty sure we took that off today. So there's no way in hell that it's far. Set this over here, that way it's out of the way. Here it is. It also has the spring, and it also has that piece, so I need it. And I found it, so good. So we'll put this on here. Actually, where does the spring run? The spring runs to this. And then that up on top is for the... that one's for the throttle linkage. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Put that side through there. This side goes here. This goes up to there. I'm not going to tighten that just yet. I'm going to have to adjust to that governor. Anybody see anything else I'm missing? I don't at the moment. I'm sure I could find something though that I'm missing. I really regret not taking this off, but oh well. I still could. Let's see. I can already see something. Now, this I'm not worried about replacing. This is a spacer or a gasket, whatever you want to call it. It moves the end of the carburetor a little bit away from the head to reduce the heat that the carb gets. I don't really know if it helps it any or not, but I've seen a lot of them like that, so that's how I'm going to run it. And plus I had it, so the rebuild, the gasket kit that I got doesn't come with one, it looks like. Let's get this tightened down, and after we get that in there, we'll be good. What do y'all think? Is the engine going to run again? To be completely honest, I'm going to say no. Just because I worked on it, but I'm sure it'll run. Everything I work on seems like it does fine. I've done motors before. Just like that one in the 68 and it ran, so. I don't know. It's tough. I really hate to get my spirits up like that and have something go wrong. Fuck it. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say it'll run for a minute. So, let's see. Why is that? That wasn't tight. There we go. That's on, that's on. Need to adjust the governor now. I'm sure hopefully that stays wide open like that. That's got some play in it. Let's get this governor adjusted real fast. Need a pair of pliers. For those of you wondering, the way that you adjust your governor, this is your governor shaft right here. This is your governor arm. This moves back and forth, causing your engine to slow down or speed up. There's a couple weights on a gear, on a shaft. There's a shaft on a gear that spins. When it spins, there's a couple weights on the shaft that open. As they open, there's a little piece on here that goes up. There's little things on them weights that push it up, and it pushes on a little shaft in there. It goes kind of at an angle like that. Camera timed out on me. It pushes on it, and it either slows your engine RPM down or it speeds your engine RPM up. If you have it throttled up all the way, it's going to speed it up as this starts going slower and letting pressure off of this arm. However, if it needs to slow down, it's going to push this more. That's how the weights work, for those of you wondering. I hope I explained it good enough for y'all. So right now I'm just checking it to see how it moves. Then I'm going to turn it all the way back with this in the wide open position. Turn this back, make sure it's all the way back. And I'm going to grab my 7/16 and I'm going to tighten that. What the fuck? There are different types of governors for engines. Some of them have wind vane governors, like what some of my engines have. The little Jacobson edger that we were working on there for a while, that's what it has. The wind vane governor. The rototillers I have that. Those two Briggs. Briggs seem to be the one to do that. I don't really know of anyone else who did that except for Briggs. There might have been others. And I think there was another type of governor that cut spark when it got to a certain point and it needed to slow down. That one I'm not sure about, but I think there was one that cut spark when it needed to slow down, and once it slowed down to where it needed to be, it turned it back on. I don't think that one's true. It might be, it might not be. I might be thinking of something else. That's done, that's done, that's done. That's done. I don't want to do that. I'm going to leave that alone. That's fine. This one's iffy, but I don't see any oil under it, so that one's fine. Head gasket, followed by the other tins. Then we got to put the oil pan back on. I might do the oil pan first. Well, we'll see. I guess we might as well just get it done and over with. Pick one and go. Let's do the head gasket. Test compression. Well. Oh my God, just pick one. Okay, here we go. We're going to do the damn head. The head's first. After the head, we're going to do the, what's it called? So let's just get that done now. down to these gaskets. We may end up needing them for something else. It's nice to have them, though, just in case. And there goes that one, which I just found. So cool. We'll put this up here where it's definitely not going to fall and everything's going to get lost. I'm going to go on ahead and I'm going to get the 140. Well, should I go ahead and put it in the 140 or should I just test it out here? Let's put some oil in it. Let's see if it holds oil. If it holds oil, great. If it doesn't, damn. Now let's put it in, let's just set it up so it's level before we put oil in it. Oh boy. It's somewhat level now. So let's dump, we'll put about a quart of oil in it. And after we're done putting our little quart of oil in it, we'll see how it is. If it leaks at all or not. If it leaks, we'll stop. Cleaned it out nice. Oh man, I was worried. I thought we got that pinned on something. We're going to have to take it back apart. I don't want to put... I don't want any dirt in that motor. I didn't take it apart just to get dirt in it. I'm just going to put a little bit of this in there just to see how... Damn it, I thought I got everything out. Ready? If it leaks, then we'll have a problem. I'm just going to put the whole thing in there. These motors hold, I think, about a quart. How's that? This isn't even a full quart. So never mind, I guess we can put the whole thing in there. Well, this is a quart, but there's not a quart of oil in this. There's a little bit less. Let that finish draining. And after that's done draining, we'll be back. Oh, the battery light's flashing. So we'll go on ahead and put you on the charger and let that drain. Yes, I know it's a little bit later since last time you guys saw the tractor. Pretty much all I've done is mount the engine into the tractor. I went ahead and did that off camera just because I know everybody knows how to do it. That end, it's pretty much just reverse of what I did earlier. I think I filmed earlier. So let's go on ahead and start this thing up. Put some gas in it. I'm pretty sure it has spark. I'm just going to play the it has spark game. And let's see where it goes. Here we go. This is the nerve-wracking part right here. Hopefully. No leaks. Nothing in there. Oh, that's kind of full. Oops. Let's go on ahead and see. No, it didn't spill. Let's see if it'll start. And if it'll start, I'm going to go on ahead and say it might cough. But that's probably just about it. Let's see if it'll start. And if it'll start, well then that's good. Wow, this is tall. This sits up higher than 312. Ready? Maybe while I'm in there, I'll have to, I should have put a little bit of fuel down that cylinder now that I'm thinking about it. Everything's oil, so hopefully at the moment we're not going to have any oiling issues. Everything should currently be, yeah, it was full. Still full, it hasn't leaked anywhere yet. I don't see any on the frame, so that's good. Throw our battery in. on life support. There we go. This guy. There we go. Hopefully. Then we have that one. Charge. My 2-stroke gas. Maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea as well to look at that plug. If it's wet, then we'll wonder about that. Oh, that's just oil. Let me take this plug up front, wire wheel it real quick. It's got some oil on it, so I know oil's in there. Took that plug up front, cleaned it. It had some oil on it, but it smelled like the oil that I put in it. The oil that I was using earlier, it didn't smell like motor oil. So we should be fine. Let's see if it'll start. If it doesn't start on that, then I'm going to suspect something is not right. Ready? Let's see what we get. There it goes. Look at that. It runs. Not again. That's probably what I put on there, hopefully. Yeah, it's starting to go away. That smoke. I guess from the oil that I put on there. Or what's burning out of here. Take that outside and try it out, see how it does. I'm not sure what the smoke is, if that's coming from the oil I stuck in there or if that's from the rig. It definitely doesn't smell like it's burning it though. It's burning oil. When an engine burns motor oil, it's got a distinct smell to it. I don't really smell it from this. It almost smells like gear oil. So I think it's that oil I stuck in there or what's burning out of the muffler. Oh no, I figured that would have been done by now. It's not smoking up there where the thing comes out though. Well, not much. Let's take it up the driveway and see how it does. I have no idea what the issue is. There should not be an issue with that. Well, great. I guess whatever the deal is, a little bit worse than I thought. It might be that more. It's not smoking now. See that? It might be actually. Whatever its issue is, it's not smoking now, as you guys can see. And it definitely sounds like it's running a lot better. Huh. Must have needed to burn all that oil out. Now it's running good. I don't see any leaks. So that's nice. I'll come back in the morning. We'll mess with it a little bit more. Right now it's kind of late. If I find something out, I'll let you know. Well guys, I think it's going to be it for this video. Not really much else I can think of that I want to do with it. Sat there and listened to it for a little while. It's not leaking oil anywhere or anything like that. It does still smoke a little bit. I don't really think that bore is going to last. I think it's going to need to be bored here before long, so probably after it gets bored, if I end up boring it, it'll run fine. It runs fine right now, but it smokes a little bit. Every once in a while it'll smoke. Hopefully once the engine's fully broken in though, it'll quit doing that. It is burning a little bit of oil, I did notice, but it hasn't gone down very much, so I'm not too horribly worried about it. I'm just glad to know it's not leaking anywhere anymore and it's not leaving messes on the floor. However, it is leaking, it is burning a little bit. I'm blaming that bore for that problem. So, probably not going to be able to get rid of that issue unless I just go on ahead and hone that motor or bore that motor out. So, not sure what I want to do with that engine quite yet. If I'm going to just replace it, put a better engine in it temporarily, pull that motor out and hang on to it just in case I decide to fix it up, or just keep this engine for now until maybe I find a better engine, or until something catastrophic goes wrong with this engine and can't use it no more. So I guess the search for another 14 horse goes on. I also thought about maybe selling this 140, looking for a better 140, selling this one and just getting a better 140 and keeping that instead. One that needs a little bit less work. This one's not bad. It doesn't need much work all except for the engine and also the paint job somebody did to it. That's just about it. So I think for now that is going to be it. It ain't running very well. I do need to work on that. I'm going to do that off camera because that usually takes over the course of maybe a month or two, just trying to figure out what's going on with it. I know the 312, it took a few months to figure out what the issue was with that. Then after you figure the issue out, you're pretty good to go. 312, it was the fuel pump. I kept thinking carburetor points and other stuff. Turned out to just be the fuel pump and the carb. So after that, now it runs good. Throttle's up nice. 140s don't have fuel pumps, of course, so that's gonna be something different. And of course the 140 also, I don't think that motor is factory. I think that's a different engine somebody put in it. So it's not gonna hurt me too horribly bad to mess with it. However, that motor definitely hasn't been taken apart in forever. I pulled the balance gears out of that engine. It definitely runs a lot smoother than it used to. So that's a positive about that. So I guess for now that is going to be it. Not sure if there's going to be any more videos on this 140. There definitely will be more videos on this 140, but not sure what they're going to be. I just got to sit down with this thing and get it dialed in and get it running good. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something from it. I think this is going to be it. The 140 does still start. It doesn't charge its battery at the moment. That is something I do need to do. I've been charging it off of my little battery charger over there. Maybe we'll be able to get it to start, maybe not. It is the next day for those of you wondering. Ready? That battery's too dead. So, damn, that sucks. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today in the shop. I really want to thank you for 500 subscribers. I know I made a video about this already, but doesn't seem real. Same with the 140. The 140 doesn't seem real that it runs. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. If you want to see any future videos, if you want to see this 140 do something in the future, let me know. If you want to see me do something on the 140 in the future, let me know. And I guess that is going to be it. So take care. See y'all next video.